Hi there, I'm Dr. Miluna Fausch, and I'm here with one of my valued clients, Tanu. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Miluna.
I have a question for you. What were the communication issues or insecurities you were having before working with me?
Many to start with. Um, uh, yes, to start with, the biggest one was on preparation for any meetings. I think that's where I got a lot of tremendous help from you. Second one, which I specifically have seen a tremendous result from your coaching on, was on certain verbiage, um, what to use versus what not to use. Um, those were the two important things. I also got, most important of all, the other thing which I really got your input and your help on was on to have a little mix of my own personality in the meetings, which you validated by saying that I have a funny personality. So adding that kind of spice to the meetings. And I think starting and closing of the meetings, how I should be leading those leadership meetings. That's where I got a lot of your input on.
Thank you. And yes, we want to maintain and show off that charming and funny personality that you have. It's very enchanting.
Great.
Yes. My second question, why did you decide to work with me and not somebody else?
So first of all, it was interesting that how, they say that when you're thinking and the whole world aligns for you. I've been thinking of seeking an executive coach. Usually folks from my industry, I belong to the IT industry. And so folks from my industry, we usually go to IT folks for our coaching and mentorship. And somewhere I had read and I had heard that always seek coaching and help from folks from outside your industry. What that will help you with is actually helping you with your asks and not looking into your technical know-how, but helping you with your personality and other stuff, which I really needed help with. So looking at your profile, and then of course the first hour free session which you had put together to do a consultation, and your tonality, your voice made me feel comfortable with you. And at that point I was at a brink where I really, I think time and you coming in my world was perfect, when I was seeking for that information and you were available, and our personalities matched. So I thought that yes, let me go ahead with Dr. Miluna.
Wonderful. Yes, we play very well together, don't we?
We do.
You're amazing to work with. And now talk about what it was like to work with me. Talk about that experience a bit.
So I decided to, first of all, when you get a consultant, usually we all come with a robe, a black robe with a judge's mindset. And for me, I decided, first of all, I'll throw that out. I'm seeking here help, and I will, without judging anything, I will list down my questions, and I'll be ambitiously, how do you say, um, uh, not feeling ashamed to ask you for help at every areas of where I needed to improve on, which I knew of at least. And so I think that's where you came in and you helped me out from that point. And then your sessions were like just tremendous because they were so well structured. And I knew over the experience of my life that where all I needed help on. But at the same time, you also showed me some of the limelights that I had within me and I did not know. So
Mhm.
that was very helpful for me to constantly go back and seek advice from you.
Perfect, perfect. And you are coachable, and that makes all the difference in the world. We're
You.
not coachable, we're not ready to learn, and we really don't learn, do we?
True, true. When you come into a certain level in your age with your experience, and then in an industry, you are in a senior position, something which I have learned over time is not to put your badges on the side when you're learning. And if I'm learning from my son, if I'm learning from my husband, or if I'm learning from my anyone, I just put my badges on the side and I'm open to absorb that. So I learned that, and of course your tonality and your voice and the way you helped me throughout the journey. I think at the very beginning I was a little closed, but slowly I think you helped me to warm up, um, and helped me to evolve and share more as a person, so that you could actually help me on those areas where I couldn't see myself I could improve on.
Aha. Yes, I would say that's true. Once we trust it and allow ourselves to be more vulnerable, and you
That's
did, you committed to the entire process. That makes a difference. Talk about life now. How has your life career changed as a result of the training and the coaching?
So when I met with you, it was a 8 week session. But before that, I was in a position where I own a company of my own, an IT company. My company's name is called JMT Worldwide. I run the business along with my husband, where we do development and designing of all automation workflows, as well as anything in the cloud architecture. uh, I was working on that. And then I was also working in another company where I'm in a senior PMO role, helping on acquisitions as well as setting up of new companies in the world. That's where I was. When I interacted with you, I wanted to challenge myself into a little bit more leadership role in another company. And that's where seeking your help in tweaking all those simple things, but very important things in my vocabulary, in my approach, in my meeting schedule, how the structure should be done, and all those blind spots helped me to actually eventually earn a new position in a senior level as a director in a big, very big firm, ID firm. So I presently sit on two different organizations, as well as I run my own IT company. I'm part of a big nonprofit organization, and it's all flourishing, I would say, because I think those minute tweaks which you helped me with, I made sure I implemented across the board. So thank you so much, Dr. Miluna.
I'm so proud with your new position, and things are opening up even more, aren't they? You have literally found your voice and your leadership communication style, which to me is the brand. That's your brand.
That's true. In fact, after we finished our session, it so happens you always slip, right? And in my house, because we are having these video sessions, my husband says, you should remember what Dr. Miluna said. Don't slip. so, so you have been really your training, your coaching has been very impactful. And I'm really honored and privileged that I got a chance to work with you. Thank you so much.
Mm. Oh, thank you, and thank your husband for me. uh,
I will.
who do you recommend work with me? In your own words, who would benefit from this type of work?
Oh, anyone who's, I think you rightly pointed out, who's coachable uh, and who is seeking to move in their life in the next level, which I think everyone should be, but it all depends on individual aspirations. Um, it could be anyone. I belong, as I said initially, I belong to an IT sector, but I'm into product designing. And as we go about in working with our clients, uh, both sides, even the client side need coaching in the same way. The people who are delivering the product, they also need coaching. And it's not the how you construct, how you design, that gets you the business. It's how you connect with people gets you the business. And I think that's what I achieved working with you.
Love that. Deeper connections. I believe that's where we're evolving into.
That's correct.
Moving beyond, right, traditional corporate or transactional. No, we really want to connect with folks. That's how everything changes.
That is true. That in fact, after we finished our session, after that, we have been in discussions with two very big organizations for a major contract for our own company. And it's on a brink of almost close to coming through. And it is because of, I feel every time I met you, those sessions helped me to feel so positive and alluded towards life. I feel like I'm attracting more work, more good quality work, and producing results as well, because of the way our interactions have been so forth,
Tremendous. Oh, tremendous. That's such good news. And now it's your turn to share or market perhaps your own company that you and your husband owned. Let folks know how to reach you or how they could do business with you, if you would.
Sure, absolutely. So far, we've been very fortunate that we never had to market. Actually, our hands are so full with references. And once you set up some automation, or once you develop a product, you have so much of ongoing enhancement that goes on. And truly speaking, we are the IT help desk. Although we have a team, but we like to privilege our customers with our own personal touch. And that's just me and my husband. We have never given that to our team members. We are always the front end persons. So our world is more on delivering how much value add can we give to our customers. Product development, designing, anybody can do. But how much are you going way and beyond in actually providing those value adds, which might not be in your contract, I think smaller companies do that all the time. And that's why Mahesh and I always attract good quality businesses and business partners whom we can work with. Our work is in a world of IT development. So anything that you need in help of automation or anything you want to build, like we recently developed our own CRM app, in-house app, end-to-end, which has e-learning to sales management, to contract management, to campaign management. All of this in one particular app. We developed it in iOS and Android and in web version. So this is a 26,000 user base customer who is using the CRM in-house. And then now we are also building an automation for a banking firm, investment firm for them. So anything to do with automation which can simplify your life, we re-engineer and we provide it to you at your doorstep. So feel free to reach out to us at jmtworldwide.llc.com. That's our website name. And you can reach us at 408-689-7743. That's pretty much it, Dr. Miluna, from my side.
Thank you for sharing. And I can see it's the commitment and the credibility with which you run your company. And you walk your walk, you talk your talk, and that's why folks want to work with you. I have no doubt. Thank you so much, Tanu. Thank you for sharing your experience. And I'm Dr. Miluna, Pitch Perfect Executive speaking.
Thank you so much, Dr. Miluna.